Okay, so we're going to cover the SEC men's basketball between the 15th and the 21st. I've got five, as I do every week. I've got five teams that you should watch and their games. Now, I will say this much. This late into the season, anybody that's at 20 games right now is probably going to be in the NCAAs. At this point, they're showing that they are the top of the top. Tennessee's had a few losses, but they're still one of the best teams in the nation. Auburn, one of the best teams in the nation. You take a look at the teams that have 20 wins, seriously. Auburn, Alabama, Duke, Florida, Tennessee, Houston, St. John's. I mean, they've not got the strongest schedule, but, Memphis, another one, Clemson. These are teams that have 20 wins at this point. There are a few that are getting close. Purdue, Texas A&M, Iowa State, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Marquette, Michigan. They have 19 wins. I mean, there's a few teams but that's the point. We're getting down to the wire. NCAAs are coming up, and those teams with 20 wins, those are the teams that you need to start watching. Those are going to be the folks that are going to make the difference.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
To discuss, it's Tennessee Vandy. This is on the 15th, which is Saturday. 1 p.m. SECN. So basically, you're going to have to probably go online. Vandy's at 17-7, so they're at that close mark. Tennessee's at 20-5. Had a few losses that, Kentucky. That's a loss right there. That's a little heartbreaking, but Kentucky's figured them out. But Vandy's getting beat by Florida, which Tennessee beat handily. Oklahoma beat them, but Tennessee was able to beat Oklahoma pretty handily. It's going to be one of those. Vandy's a good team, but are they enough? I mean, you take a look at Tennessee's got the rebounds in lock. Now, field goal percentage is more towards Vandy. Tennessee's got a slight edge when it comes to free throw percentage, and Tennessee's also got a decent edge when it comes to 3-point percentage. This is going to come down to a little bit of defense and a lot of who's going to be in the right place at the right time. It's Vols and Vandy. No matter if it's football, basketball, baseball, it's Vols and Vandy. This is a old rivalry that, in basketball at least, it's still pertinent. So let's get to the next game. Another major rivalry game. This is Auburn and Alabama. Auburn's number 1 team in the nation. By the way, this is Saturday, 4 p.m. ESPN. Alabama's number 2 in the nation. 21-3. They are, this is going to be a hard battle. Now, Auburn recently lost to Florida. Florida's got a decent team. When it comes to, say, rebounds, Alabama's definitely got the edge on that one by like five rebounds per game. Field goal percentage, slight, and I do mean very slight edge to Auburn. It's like 0.2%. Free throw percentage, more towards Auburn by like 3%. 3-point percentage, more edge towards Auburn. Auburn's got more of an offense, but they can play defense with the best of them. Okay, they had a slightly bad game against Florida. If you played this many games, of course you're going to get, yeah, this isn't the pros, but you've also got to do different things. If you take a look at, their wins against LSU, 87-74 for Auburn, 80-73 for Alabama. That's where you're looking at. You're looking at the different lines. I think Auburn's got the edge, but hey, if they slip up in the least, Alabama will get them. And it's a rivalry game, folks. Bruce Pearl may not have come up there, but he has spent a lot of time in the SEC, so he understands this. This third game, we're going with Alabama again. It's on the 19th at 9 p.m. SECN. Number 2, Alabama, 21-3. 21. Number 21, Missouri, 17-6. Now, it's a ranked game. That's why I was looking at it. Rebounds per game, Alabama's all over it. Field goal percentage, slight edge to Alabama. Free throw percentage, slight edge to Missouri. Notice I'm saying slight. We're not even talking like 1 percentage point here. And 3-point percentage. The edge is definitely for Missouri. Mizzou's a good basketball team, but I don't think they have the hustle. I don't think that they have. I mean, you take a look at Mizzou. Mizzou lost to Texas 61-53, whereas Alabama beat Texas 103-80. That's what you're looking at here. It's they both beat Mississippi State. Alabama beat them 88-84. Mississippi Mizzou beat them 88-61. So yeah, it's going to come down to, yeah, they can both score. Defense, it depends on the day, but I think Alabama's got a slight edge in this one. I like Mizzou a little bit, but yeah, it's tied, in my opinion, on this one. Another rivalry that we're going to talk about here. It's Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Now, Mississippi State is 22nd in the nation at 17-7. Ole Miss is 18-6 and they're 19th in the nation. You take a look here at the numbers. Rebounds, definitely Mississippi State. Field goal percentage, slight edge, Mississippi State. Free throw percentage, there's a definite edge towards Ole Miss. 3-point percentage, definite edge towards Ole Miss. This is going to be who can do the defense when it needs to be done, who can do the offense when it needs to be done. That's where the thing that's going to come in at is. Both these teams are good teams. I don't see them getting that far into the NCAAs if they can make it to the NCAAs, which they probably will. I'm not thinking that they won't go to the NCAAs. They're in the top 25, both of them. They're both good teams. But you take a look at, they're both pretty much the same team, just little differences here and there. Josh Hubbard of the Bulldogs scores a little bit better than Sean Padula of Ole Miss. Their best assist leader, pretty much the same. Rebounding slight. I mean, Mississippi State, one of the good rebounding teams. I'm not even going to try to make a guess as to who's going to win this one. And so, oh, by the way, this is going to be Saturday, 6 p.m. ESPN2. It's a rivalry game. Of course, it's going to be on a good station. For some reason today, I have been talking all about the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This last game that we're going to talk about this week, it's number 8 Texas A&M, 19-5 versus number 22 Mississippi State. Like I said, 17-7. When you're looking at, I like to say, rebounds, slight edge toward just a little over 1.2 rebounds per game more towards A&M. Field goal percentage, actual edge towards Mississippi State. Free throw percentage, very slight edge towards A&M. Notice I said slight edge. And like half a percentage point on 3 points edge towards Mississippi State when it comes to 3 points percentage. You know, you're looking at these two teams. Mississippi State lost to Mizzou 88-61. A&M beat them 67-64. South Carolina, Mississippi State beat them 65-60. Texas A&M beat them 76-72. It's slight edges here and there. I would say, in all honesty, that this will probably be A&M, but considering where they are on the rankings, yeah, this could be an upset. It's not something, let's put it this way. If it was at Mississippi State, I wouldn't clear the benches or I wouldn't clear the stands and do something stupid if they won. It shouldn't be a surprise if they win, but you know that's the kind of game this is. It's going to be a good one, folks. And this one is the 18th at 7 p.m. on SECN, so another good game to consider watching. We're getting down to the wire. We really are when it comes to what's coming up. And you're getting the teams that are rising to becoming the cream of the crop. You take a look at SEC is killing it when it comes to being probably the best basketball league this year. But that's not saying it's basketball. That's not saying that they'll win the national championship. But you take a look at 4 of the top 5 are SEC schools. Then you got Duke at number 3. Duke's always a perennial powerhouse. It's Duke. Then you got Houston, Purdue, St. John's. I mean, St. John's is a good school, but who have they played? That's the problem. Um, yeah, we're getting down to the wire, and everybody's going to start trying to figure out who's going to get a chance in the NCAA's. You know, Texas looks like they're decent, but they ain't going 15-10. They ain't going. And then you got LSU sitting there at 12-11. I like LSU, I really do, but yeah, they're not going. Arkansas 14-9. Oklahoma might have a chance. They're 16-7. Georgia's 16-9. You know, you've got a few schools here and there, but Vandy's the closest underrated one that's not ranked right now that might have a shot going. And they'll only go because, well, it's Vandy. So, folks, this has been 5 games you should watch this week. Really, I keep saying it's getting down to the wire, and I mean it. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.